When you get older, playing a scene, and when you remember all the danger we came from, burning like embers, falling tender, long before the days of no surrender years ago. And well, you know,
Sunday, mid-March. It's 70 degrees back at home. I think it's about 38 here. Boat goes in the water in about 4 weeks. And we still got a lot of work to do. Put some new batteries in. Got some plumbing work to do under the sink. Got the new name on the boat. Cruisin Rum, Port of Marblehead, Ohio. So far I've got the oil changed, the belt tightened up. Actually I put a new belt on, and I replaced the impeller and just kind of went through the engine to make sure it was going to be able to make the trip back to Erie. Good funny waters. Ready to start plumbing? The wood in this cabin looks so dark sitting inside this old barn. I can't wait to get it out in the daylight to see what it looks like. Looking good. You're about 4 feet from it. About 1.5 feet. It looks like you're going to clear. Yeah. Wow, I think we just cleared that door by about 2 inches, if that. So it's been sunny all day, and you know, as soon as we get the boat out of the garage, it starts raining. The sun will probably be back out as soon as we get to the boat launch. It feels so good to see this boat outside after working on it for the last 3.5, 4 months in that old garage. So the plan is I'll sleep on the boat tonight at the marina, and then probably get up in the morning and we'll start working on getting the rudder mounted back up in there after it's off the trailer and getting it launched in the water, and then we'll take it over to the dock, the municipal dock right down across the way. Well, we got about a 7-mile trek to get the boat from Pigeon, Michigan to Caseville to the marina, which is on the Saginaw Bay. The boat's basically just sitting on a cradle that's just sitting on a low buoy. Nothing strapped down. But I think the fastest we've gone now is 30 miles an hour. So it poured down rain the whole 7 miles, and as soon as we get to the marina, the sun's out. It's beautiful. Okay, down at the bottom left is a picture of our boat that we just sold last year to purchase this boat. We ended up getting the boat off the cradle and the trailer into the travel hoist, and decided to leave it in the hoist all night. And that night, the wind ended up being about 40 knots coming in. There wasn't much protection, and that boat swung so violently in the travel hoist. I mean, it felt like it was going to hit the sides. So it was kind of a sleepless night. It took us about half the day to get the rudder mounted up on there so we could get the boat in the water. I guess the only thing I was a little nervous about was actually driving the sailboat. I've never owned a sailboat, let alone a sailboat that's 41 foot long. So I was a little nervous about getting it over to the dock. Well, I have to say I did pretty good. I backed out okay, headed over to the dock, and as I pulled into the dock, I came in kind of fast. But the nice thing about the whole situation was when I reversed real hard, the prop wash kind of pulled me over to the dock kind of tight, and it looked like I knew I was doing. It's weird finally seeing this boat in the water. It's kind of nice that I can just step onto the boat right off the dock instead of climbing the ladder like I've been doing for the last 3.5, 4 months. I think one of the things I'm going to have to get used to owning a sailboat is the fact that you don't step onto the boat, you climb onto the boat. Everything you do on a sailboat, you're climbing versus just walking or stepping onto the boat. The cabin looks so different with daylight shining in versus the boat being in the dark barn and not being able to see with much light in the cabin. The wood inside takes on a whole different look. It's not the real dark deep red that really the wood lightens up with all the daylight shining in. In the next video we'll be getting the mast up and the rigging on, and we'll be getting ready to set sail back to Lake Erie down to Sandusky.